2 healers, why not? Screw it.
I'm sure we've got this.
Hey, let's see if I screw this up this time.
Oh, Andrew, don't lead anyone to their death.
Hey guys, how you doing?
Make sure I'm the right specialization. Alright,
I'm sure we'll be fine. We've never made a mistake in this building before. We've never made horrible mistakes.
Absolutely accidental, everyone dies? Yes.
So I had like a semi-tragic realization when I was trying to level up for doing Swampasaro's quest between episodes to catch up with the group a bit, and I started defaulting into my old like rhythm of like, oh yeah, you open up with like a stun and then you keep wailing on them, and then you like the moment your stun's about to end, like you follow it up with other types of stuns and just keep them stun locked for the whole fight, because that's how PvE, like solo PvE for a rogue always used to work, because that's how you don't die and don't have to eat food between every fight.
What did you do, Andrew?
Oh god.
I pulled people.
Those are baddies. Those are baddies for sure. But I was being all tactical and smart and shit, and then I eventually realized, oh yeah, rogues have like a heal over time finisher that you can use, and I realized that just spamming the heal over time every time that I had enough combo points was smarter, was actually more efficient than doing anything like interesting or smart during combat.
Yep.
So I was just like Sinister Strike, Sinister Strike, Sinister Strike, Sinister Strike, recuperate. And I just did that over and over again, and that's just it. That was all of PvE for me. I'm like, oh cool, I'm a 2-button. I was gonna.
Are there any games? Oh, I mean, are there any moves in this particular game where you actually target? Like, you just go say that you have like a little circle that you can place on the ground for casting a spell, or it's just attack the target.
The only
it depends. You get an earthquake spell in very soon that will actually let you.
I don't know what that is.
Target. It's like a slow knockdown delay cast ability. It's new.
I think it's talking about the book.
Oh, I didn't know what the book was.
Oh, okay. I think it's for something that you could do in this area a long time ago that actually mattered.
It's the funny thing about being a group like this is that you're always trying to figure out whether or not random things people say is a response to something you said or not. So it's like she's like a directed ability. I'm like, well, I have distract, I guess.
Yeah. I was playing as a shaman, like,
oops,
maybe 5 minutes ago. I have a level 60 shaman that I was messing around with, and yeah, you get earthquake at level 60, which is your only. I think shaman's only ground target, apart from moving around your totems, which you get at level 60 as well.
Where's your little sunflower? Oh wow, that's straight up the Plants vs Zombies sunflower.
It absolutely is.
In every way.
That's how I got it.
It's identical.
There's a mini game for that.
Is it?
Oh, because of Peggle.
Is Peggle in the game?
Yeah, there used to be Peggle as an add-on for WoW.
But why would there be EA games in the Activision game?
Well, that was, I believe, before the merger.
Weird. Okay.
Yeah. I could be wrong about that, but EA isn't like totally like anti-Activision.
Yeah, you don't generally see their properties in each other's games.
It's true.
That's like seeing Spider-Man in a good movie.
Though they actually, I believe, got a fair amount of ad rev from the Peggle and Bejeweled for WoW, because a lot of people would play it.
Yeah, I never knew that was there.
Yeah, it was really popular when I was raiding in Wrath of the Lich King, to the point where the raid leader would get pissed at us if he found out we were playing it. Because we would get
Are we talking about like
really
a legitimate part of the game, or like a add-on that people just
you
throw into the game themselves?
Well, it was an add-on that somebody had made that was like Blizzard sponsored or something.
Weird.
Because all of the Peggle levels were themed after raids in WoW. So
that's really strange.
It was really cool, actually. I really enjoyed it. Too much.
Was it endorsed by the people that actually own Peggle?
Oh yeah. Yeah,
okay.
Like it was absolutely legit. I've been meaning to go check if it's still around or not.
I was gonna say, like, that's getting into weird bootleg territory.
I actually would really enjoy playing that. Ooh, that's a nice hat for whomever.
That's a very nice hat. It's got literally all of the rogue stats on it. Yeah. Agility, stamina, and haste. I guess the only remaining stat would be crit. Still,
Ain't you glad I'm not competing with you for gear?
I'll take 2 agility and 15 haste over 8 crit. Oh my, yeah, I'm just gonna watch, I guess, as all the AoE just storms through that group.
You guys are just twirling around and slashing. It's like, I'll try to cast. Nope.
He's hacking and whacking and slashing. Hack,
Bears are
whack,
scary.
chopping that meat. Does
There are 3 bears
anyone
in this
ever
group.
remember that stuff?
I've heard of that, but was that? I don't remember what that's from.
It's Butcher Pete.
What?
He's from Fallout 3.
Oh, right.
Fallout.
Hey everybody, there's a news in town about a guy called Butcher Pete. Pete just came on into town and he's hacking up all the women's meat. And it's just like someone just
I remember
shouting
that.
over like bad audio, because that's what music used to sound like.
Yeah, I remember that actually.
Yeah, it looks like we have 2 torches now.
Yeah, we're good. I'm heading for the braziers.
I once tried to reference that shit knowing that Andrew had played those games, but it turns out Andrew, he played those games on PC and he just like turned off all the music.
Yes.
I'll be honest, after a certain point, it does get kind of wearing just because of the sheer lack of variety.
Those are my soundtrack.
Because, like, the thing is, the Fallout games are so unbelievably long in comparison to most games that with a soundtrack of maybe, what, 10, 15 songs? Okay, maybe it's more than that. But
There
still,
were like 6 stations, just only one of them had like the equivalent of old rock music.
yeah, because I couldn't really handle a lot of, like, the talk show radio stuff that they do. Because that always felt... Yeah. Like, it was
Because
neat,
he's got
but again,
varied stories.
exactly, it looped. And that's what drove me nuts, because they didn't plan at all for somebody going through, you know, 30, 40 hours of content. So if the game was... Well, but, like, all the radio station stuff truly doesn't feel like it.
Well, they kind of ran out of money.
Yeah, but, like, if you think of, like, World of Warcraft, all of the music is, like, super backgroundy to the point where we've heard this song that we're listening to so many times, but we have no real concept of that.
Oh hey, I
guys
guess I have a torch. There we go.
I am
Sounds
stuck.
very reminiscent
Okay.
of like the Mines of Moria and stuff.
Yeah, but the fact is, it's atmospheric, so you can hear it over and over and over again, and you're not going to feel bored or sick of it. Whereas in Fallout, you know, you have such a limited soundtrack, and like there are a couple of radio stations, all of which do kind of talk show radio type stuff, or music or stuff. But it loops so much that by like maybe hour 10, you've heard everything for the upteenth time, and it's maddening, even.
I enjoyed the
Shay,
music.
you might want to heal yourself.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I got you.
It's the fire.
I left it
Yeah.
on the entire playthrough. I'm not crazy. You're crazy.
You
I actually freaked out my grandparents by singing along to songs that they played at one point because I knew them from Fallout.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Bingo, bango, bongo, I don't want to leave the jungle, no, 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 no.
So I had an advisor that grew up kind of in that era when I was in college.
Kinda in that era.
Well, I think he was like really young. Like he wasn't
Or a
that
time
old,
traveler.
but he was fairly old. And so we were playing the game with like speakers and stuff, and he just walks by and is like, "Why are you listening to this music? This is my music. Stop that." And I'm like, "What?
Get off, it's mine.
Oh."
I feel like it's worse in BioShock.
I hear
Cool.
CeeLo phone.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to find it. Sorry,
Lasers.
The one thing I will say about BioShock though is the BioShock itself is much shorter.
Yeah,
and
you can beat it in like 8 hours.
occasionally. Yeah. Less than that.
And most of the
BioShock
most of the
was-
music's locational.
Yeah, I
There's
just meant
no-
more of like BioShock had some really old tunes.
Uh-oh, you sound terrible, Andrew.
Yeah, you're getting
I
some
do?
really bad echo. You gotta watch that.
Okay, I'll stab. I talk more softly.
No, didn't help.
Yeah, I think you guys might want to mess around with your mic positions.
Is one of you playing audio out of your speakers?
Yes.
No.
Because it sounds
CeeLo
like
is.
one of you's playing audio out of your speakers and it's getting picked up back into the microphone.
No, the way
That
it's
is-
working is CeeLo is using his mic on his laptop, and it just picks
Oh.
up.
Oh, so
Yeah.
CeeLo has like lag now?
No,
Weird.
CeeLo just has a laptop microphone that's built into the laptop, So
That
it
would
can pick up
explain
a
why
little
he
bit higher.
sounds mediocre in comparison to everybody else.
Yes.
Don't you have like a... Wait, he's in the same room as you, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you just have his audio go through your computer? Like, just hook him up with one of those microphones.
Oh wow, I didn't have the trophy
Whoa.
for completing this before.
Yeah, neither did I. That's weird.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
It's
Those
the
are
same
good
place,
bracers
right?
for you, by the way. And Michelle, you're gonna want those boots. If you don't
I
already
already
have them.
passed on them. Sorry.
God damn it.
Agility,
need to pay-
Not,
stamina.
not
That stuff.
pass. Just.
10
Read
armor,
this
8
one.
agility,
No, I
8
think
stamina,
I
8
have
crit.
the scepter already, so I don't need it.
Yeah, I was talking about the boots. Though.
Huh. Yeah, those wrists are identical to mine.
Oh, yeah, you must have already gotten them the
No,
first time. through.
I have different ones that have the exact same stats.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Well, I guess we're done with the
How do I-
dungeon.
how do I
Shelley,
link
you
mine?
Finally 55?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I'm about halfway through 55 now.
That's good.
So I have. Oops, that's not how you do that group. I have to remember how to do typing properly. What? How do you? Oh, party is what's called. God damn it. Doing everything wrong.
Well,
Wait, did
looks
you
like
want
I
those cards over
am the
now?
victor.
There we go. Like, look, it's the exact same stats. It's
That
weird.
is-
It's a completely different item with the same stats.
That is strange. I do a lot of damage.
Mulaka, mulaka, mu. So did Shell level? She did.
Yeah, she leveled.
Oh, I leveled.
She's all good.
I leveled up too.
Yeah.
So now we can do new dungeons, right?
Yes. However, I think Andrew is setting CeeLo up with one of the microphones.
Exciting.
Oh, okay.
I'm so excited, and I just can't hide
I guess
it.
I'll go do that then.
Apparently, he just found out.
Oh, well, that's what I thought he was going
Oh
to
yeah,
go
satchel of helpful goods.
do. Oh.
Oh.
Do I have bird form? Can I fly now?
Don't you have to buy a license, don't you?
Not if you're a druid.
I mean, like, don't you have to buy a
Oh.
license to fly in Azeroth?
Oh, yes. Yeah, so I can't bird proper.
They gotta take all that money out of the system.
But I think I can, in fact, bird.
I managed to take a screenshot of my channel today in the very brief period where I had elite subscriber count,
Nice.
and then I went back down to
I've
1336.
I've gotten pretty lucky as far as that goes.
Oh, so if you're flying and you get pulled into an instance, when you come back, you just stop at the next checkpoint, and it doesn't actually finish your flight path. Weird.
Yeah, if you go into an instance, your flight path will be kicked out to the nearest landing zone.
Look at all them loots.
Is this set up, Burgenator?
Hold on, I gotta uncheck that.
Sounds better.
Alright, try talking, CeeLo.
What up?
Oh, yeah, that is amazingly in comparison.
It sounds like a Sad Games production.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay, everything should be good then. I just have to change.
Now CeeLo sounds less like he sounds less like a conference room.
Yeah, it's true.
I like being in a conference room.
You could have passed as a Jackbox employee.
Well, I told him to set up that way, so.
Yeah. I mean, they don't really have stuff to set up the way that we do, probably, anyway.
Probably not.
They don't even have an in-house
Okay.
voice actor, so like they wouldn't even have that equipment.
And they don't need it.
It was funny that they left the session saying like, "All right, we got to finish working on our Christmas ad, basically," and then like today that ad goes up. I'm like, I heard about that. It's
Did
funny.
their ad look good? Did their kitchen look nice?
They had random video of like a dog and a boring Christmas party.
I like dogs.
I like to imagine that that's
I
their
love
actual
dogs.
Christmas party.
Everyone's just waiting to play Drawful.
Yeah.
I'm just
Lower
impressed that you
Blackrock
guys
Spire.
managed to even
Is
do
one,
that.
is that one actually new?
It actually wasn't.
this is new.
Yeah.
I mean,
it actually wasn't
I know it's not that
surprisingly
hard.
Andrew just shot
But-
him an email and they're like, yeah, okay. And then we did it.
It just strikes me as odd, considering, like, you know, you have Achievement Hunter and Game Grumps and, you know, bigger people playing these sorts of games.
But none of those people ask.
Yeah, it's weird.
Because they're losers? I mean,
That's rude.
professionals?
I mean, as sad as it is to say, like, Jackbox themselves are kind of the losers. Like,
I guess
no
we
one
should
talks to them
probably-
or collaborates with them or, like, even subscribes to their YouTube channel. Like,
True.
Wander, your channel's bigger than theirs.
Wow.
Yeah, they have like 300 subs on their official YouTube channel for Jackbox games.
To be fair, though, like, people really only sub if they want to keep watching. And how many videos does Jackbox actually put out?
They do they do the occasional ads, but they're mostly like live streams where you can interact directly with them. They
Yeah,
live
they
stream
do a
some,
lot of live streams.
they live stream their
Their
games
Twitch
and
might
they
be
live stream like
bigger.
interaction and stuff like that, talking back and forth. Oh God.
Okay,
Camera,
so for
why?
frame of reference, I've never been here before, and I have no idea where I'm going.
I will lead the way.
Is this the egg
Aren't
place?
you our healer?
Yeah, but I can do it.
Is this Leroy
Isn't
Land?
this? Yes, I
But these
believe so.
Did you bring
Orcs are gray.
did you guys bring your chicken?
I brought my happy bombs and a pie.
Oh goodness, we made a horrible mistake. Quick,
Hey, that's a
And
much
we'll-
better belt than I was carrying around. No, stop skinning my shits. Well,
Gross.
So, I mean,
Shit, shit.
otherwise,
I don't want
what
your
kind
shit
of orcs are
shavings.
these?
these are. I
Dumb.
don't actually know.
They're the inbred orcs.
Well, they shouldn't be gray. Actually, they should be green, unless they somehow didn't get demon blood.
They're pale because
Yeah,
they're
they probably
they're
didn't get demon blood.
They're pale because they're cave orcs.
Yeah, cave orc. I mean, it's
They're-
sort of
they're
reminiscent of how there's frost trolls, jungle trolls, whatever
Man.
else.
Fuck those
Dark
jungle
spear
trolls
trolls.
in
That just
Orcs
sounds
Must Die.
racist.
Yeah, those were. We need to finish that.
What do we have left to do?
There are a couple of.
We finished every
special levels at
campaign.
Nope. At the very end of Endless Mode, there are some unique levels.
Oh,
Yeah.
I guess we should start
you
endless
still
mode.
haven't. You haven't even aired that
No.
series yet.
I'm kind of sitting on it as like my fallback plan for when I get a job, and and
Yeah.
I'm busy.
Yeah, that's a good plan.
I have a super busy schedule of videos anyway. Like layering it
You also have to get
on
a job.
on top of everything else just makes it so that everything's just gonna get watched less.
Did I? Yeah. Sorry, guys.
What? Pull these guys?
Okay,
I
I'm a
think
master
I
healer.
walked too far forward.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Just like the
but
last-
Also, positive thing here. I now have chicken in my inventory. In fact.
Good.
Yep.
Oh, right.
There's
Why
a
do we need
chest
chicken?
back here, and I can unlock it with my amazing rogue abilities.
You guys know about Leroy Jenkins, right?
Yeah.
Everyone has it tagged onto their name. I think it's silly.
Leroy
Yeah,
Jenkins.
it's an achievement, but at the very end of it,
Yeah, that guy
Leroy,
was worth it.
after everybody's yelling at him for, like, you know, screwing up horribly, he
At least
says,
I got
"At least
chicken."
I've got chicken." Yeah, and so it's important to go into this dungeon with chicken.
So many T-shirt sales.
This is the dungeon.
Leroy Jenkins is
I
actually
believe so.
Leroy Jenkins is a card in Hearthstone, isn't it?
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Probably.
he,
There's also a
He is
reference to it
kind
in
of-
Mass Effect.
yeah, there are references for it, like, in a lot of places.
Do you know what the Mass Effect reference is? Have you played Mass
Wasn't
Effect?
there, like? Yeah, I'm trying to think.
It's
I
the.
remember only bits and pieces of it.
Isn't it the
admittedly.
guy who wants to be like Shepard and he's like, I can be just like you?
Yeah, literally the
Big
first
Giving
thing
Machines.
is the first companion you get with alongside
yeah.
Caden is a guy named L. Jenkins. And
Right.
he
Yeah, I
and he
remember.
runs
He
out
just
ahead of the
gets
group and
died.
dies in the first encounter with an enemy in the game.
That sounds just like Jenkins.
Yep,
Lives
sounds
up
about
to the
right.
Jenkins like
No,
Might as well have
I-
named him Carmine.
I don't remember very
Hey,
well
hey,
from
I
the
like Carmine.
Leroy Jenkins video.
I like his death
Does
scenes.
Leroy actually die?
Yes,
Right after that?
everyone
His
dies.
entire group
Yeah,
killed.
the whole
Everyone
raid
dies.
gets
See-
wasted.
I know the entire group gets wasted. I was just operating under the assumption that Leroy bubbled and everybody
No.
else died or some
No,
shit.
that would've been
everyone's
funny.
very dead. Was Leroy even a paladin?
Yeah,
Okay.
he's a dwarven paladin.
Oh, Paladin Leroy. There's a character in something named Paladin Leroy. I just thought about that. I can't think of what he's from.
Almost every RPG has a reference to him, and a lot of like shooters too.
Who is Paladin Leroy? I can't remember. Jesus.
He's a guy.
I just want a Hearthstone card called More Dots.
Okay, Paladin Leroy is a Dark Souls character.
Oh, he is! He's the guy that keeps invading your game over and over again to try to kill you. He's working for the Chaos... He's like a Chaos Servant, I think? He works for...
Yeah, something like that.
He works for the Spider Sister that's crazy. And just needs and they just want to keep giving her humanity to make her more normal.
Yeah, he's the guy that invades you right before...
He invades you... If you're human in the right spot, he invades you like 3 times.
Looks like it's only in the Catacombs and the Tomb of Giants.
Okay,
So
2
twice.
times. I love the Catacombs invasion, because if I remember right, like isn't Catacombs the place where you fight the basilisks and stuff on the way to the Gaping Dragon? Demon Dragon? I think he invades you in such an...
He's near the skeleton wheels.
Oh, that's the Catacombs. Wait, is that the Tomb of the Giants?
Tomb of Giants is the one where he invades you between the skeleton, right before the skeleton tower things.
I'm confused.
Or not the
It's hard to
skeleton
keep track of
towers.
this stuff.
It's like right before Nido.
There's some NPC that invades you in the depths. That's what it's called. And I love his spawn point because it's comically in plain sight, like right in front of you. So if you're progressing normally, you can just be standing right next to him when he spawns and just walk up and stab him in the back, like an instant backstab, and then he's dead. It's like, well, that was pointless.
I don't think that's Leroy.
Played at the Shaman King.
Shaman
King.
King, to be Shaman King.
Oh,
Yeah.
jeez, the anime. Oh, no. Guys, please stop. You're hurting my pride.
I love that show. when I was
Admittedly,
young.
you've seen the entire thing and/or read the entire thing.
Yeah,
I didn't even make it
of
that
course
far.
I have.
I read it for a while. Then they started doing that
Spoiler,
thing.
he becomes the Shaman King.
Where do we go
Follow
from
me.
here? Okay, so
I got
there's no reason
bored.
for me to climb that hill and kill all those guys.
Nope, we'll run into him later.
Even as a child, I was already bored with the trope where, oh, all of our old rivals are now our best friends. So when that started happening, I stopped reading. So I'm like, oh yeah, I get it. Yu Yu Hakusho and Dragon Ball Z and all that stuff. Yay.
Yeah, I didn't really read much of the manga. I watched the television show and I recorded every episode on VHS. But it's interesting.
VHS.
On VHS.
Can you imagine if like DBZ had gotten really into that, so like Frieza comes back as their buddy?
Jesus.
He does come back for 3 times.
But he doesn't come back as a friend though.
No.
He has famous character syndrome where he can't actually fully die ever because he keeps coming back over and
don't
over
they bring
again.
him back as like a cyborg too?
Yeah.
And
he's I think he's in the same episode as Cooler at some point. Oh no, King Frieza. Because Cooler's his own thing. Because on top of that,
Cooler is his brother.
Yeah, on top of that, they had to give him a brother that looks just like him to try to pad out the moments where they can basically have Frieza on the show.
I only watched as far as the end of Namek, and then I stopped watching because I didn't have
He
cable.
also shows up again during the Majin Buu stuff. He's watching the fight. He's watching the fight between Goku and Buu in Hell, and he's cheering for Buu.
Jesus
It's him and
Christ.
Cell standing next to each other, like, yeah, fuck Kakarot.
clearly, the people from DBZ Abridged need to go faster, so I can actually learn these things.
that's where a lot of my more reliable memory of the show comes from, is actually DBZ Abridged, just because it's more watchable at this point.
Oh yeah,
It's
absolutely.
really entertaining.
I feel like it's shameful of me to know I could like recite so much more stuff about anime than I can like recite my own family members' phone numbers.
I have troubles with my family's phone
are
numbers,
meaningless.
and also phone numbers are very
stories.
rarely used.
And
yeah, but
not
I'm just
memorable.
imagining like I get in a car
I'm
accident and I'm
fried.
dying, and they're like, "Do you want to contact anybody?" I'm like, I remember that one episode where Frieza showed up and beat Kakarot. It's
Like I used to get people's phone numbers properly back in the day, where you would actually like type phone numbers to call people. But now that you just
Frog again.
insert them into a phone and then it's just there forever, like I don't remember anyone's phone numbers ever.
I'm a frog
Yeah, imagine
again.
if
Oh,
it was just
shit.
erased one day. Ah,
Didn't realize that
poor-
all the tanks were down.
Yeah, shoot
Yeah,
frogs, everybody.
Uh-oh.
I had Carl. Whoa, gosh.
That turned around quickly.
Yeah, you gotta. Oh, jeez.
Shell run, shell run, shell run,
Shell,
shell run.
why
run,
did
shell
you
run
do
faster.
that? No.
I'm sorry.
No. Psych, I had
Well-
feigned death. I ripped
Oh,
it I ripped
there you
it
go.
back from the beta. Do you know about that? Like, it used to be... How
So,
do I just walk back
Are we
inside?
just gonna?
Where do I...
Yeah.
Lead the
Just walk
way,
back inside.
CeeLo.
Okay.
I don't know.
Right here.
Oh,
I've gotten
God.
lost so many times.
So what happened there was just us
Wait.
becoming toads.
Yeah, I can't heal when I'm a frog.
Oh, there's the portal, I think. Okay.
Yeah, sometimes if you're like, it's like a mat, it's an AOE polymorph essentially. Like
yeah,
Your
you
core-
kind of have to.
Oh,
you kind of have
fuck.
to stay away from her.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, CeeLo,
If you're not
when that
tank.
happens to you, notify me, and I will pop some of my defensive stuff. I didn't realize it was happening until it was too late.
Well, I was like, I'm a frog, I'm a frog, I'm a frog, I'm a frog, I'm a frog.
I may not know where...
Yeah.
I might.
I don't
I
know.
going
should
the
be
wrong
able to
direction,
re-
Keith.
I
I
don't...
should
well,
be
if
able to resurrect you.
I don't know
yeah,
where...
if you just wait, and
Yeah, if you guys wait, we can res.
Yeah, I have no,
Yeah.
I have no idea where the portal is.
We've
Yeah,
got
this
you
area's
guys
a little
covered.
confusing.
I found a portal, but then it's like, nah, you're not in this instance. I'm like, oh,
You're in
okay.
corpse?
There's
Yeah,
no,
there's
you
like
end up
4
in-
of them over there.
You end up in Blackrock Depths?
I'm
No.
there's so many. It's just the hallways. Oh, that might
This
be it.
way, make a right.
Here's
make a
another
right.
portal.
Yeah, I found it.
Right. Back.
Oh, back here.
There we go.
I
It was
took a
weird.
shortcut.
That was a weird spot. Okay.
Ah.
Shaman King.
oh,
Well-
CeeLo, we actually gonna beat Urok down Doomhowl this time?
Uh-oh. Get away from me.
So when I first signed up for Xbox Live back when Halo 2 first came out, I made the name Shaman King as my username. But then like
Yeah, I
6
remember
months
that.
later, I didn't care about Shaman King anymore. So yeah, I would lie to people and say that my account was named after the fact that I used to play as a shaman a lot in Diablo, which is actually true, but not why I named it that. But it didn't stop every other lobby of small children singing a terrible anime theme song at me during Halo matches. So
I remember when I send you
at least I wasn't. At
invoices
least my
and
username wasn't
PayPal,
Pirate
it's
Rap.
Shaman King.
Yeah, it's a very old email address that everything's linked to, so I hold on to it.
Yeah, Shaman
Gosh.
11 King.
I'm
at,
just
at
re-
Hotmail.
I'm just really, really happy that my username wasn't Pirate Rap.
Pirate rap. What, people are gonna sing One Piece? Like, yo ho ho.
They sing if they'll sing Shaman King at me, they'll sing that stuff. They'll sing that shit at me, and that'd be the worst. Hello, Mulaka.
Hola.
Is this a
That's
secret
really
up here?
sad.
No.
I mean,
Well.
at least it's not like, I don't know. There's a lot worse anime theme songs I could think of that are in America.
Card captors, a
like-
mystic adventure.
Digimon, like the
Yeah,
4th
Digimon.
season.
Fuck that theme song. Fuck no. Season 1 was awful theme song.
No, season 3 had the best one.
It's just one line on loop forever until you feel like a crazy person. Just Digimon,
Weird
digital
is,
monsters,
I didn't
Digimon are the
mind it
champions.
that much.
Over and over again. Just forever. Like this is the rest of your
I-
life now.
Weirdly enough, I did not mind it that much that it did it that way.
Awful. But at least
Yeah.
it wasn't time to duel.
That also true.
Do I
Yeah,
not
the Yu-Gi-Oh theme is a little annoying.
do I not have a
Ugh.
bleed finisher? What the fuck? I thought I had one.
You do. You're just too dumb to find it.
It's not on my bars.
Ah,
Well,
Weird.
I'm a frog.
What's supposed to be
interestingly enough, CeeLo, you and I seem to be immune to frogging right now.
Garrote?
Yep,
Oh,
good.
rupture.
I like it that
I'm
way.
supposed to have rupture. Is rupture specialization specific now?
Shouldn't be.
We're actually
Good
fighting enemies that can potentially wipe the group, so now I'm actually thinking about like using proper skills that don't generate aggro. So I'm like,
I mean, it mostly wiped the group because I aggroed one
whole
normal
room.
group and a
yeah,
boss,
but like just the,
and then
just the
CeeLo
fact
got
that
frogged, and I forgot to
Yeah, if I
buff
didn't get
myself.
frog, we would have been fine.
just the fact that there's
Yeah.
actual like you can actually take damage now because there's actually some amount of difficulty makes me just start thinking, all right, now let's go back into raid mode where I use specific skills that keep me
Do we go across?
alive more likely.
We go to the right. Kill this man.
Now I'm realizing
Oh,
I
okay.
might not. Do I not
I don't
have
know. I don't
rupture?
want to. He probably has like a family and kids. Why should
I
I
don't care
kill
about
him?
his family.
His families of dead people.
Well,
Fuck
Now
that
kill their
guy.
family. That's his family right there.
Oh,
Vendetta.
Jesus, family's hideous. We should
I
have killed
told
them
you.
first.
No one cares about him.
We
Well,
killed
that's,
them
what do you
first.
think he
Look
was
at-
going down to do?
Beast shell.
Bastard's son is huge. And his wife is. Ugh.
That way.
Holy
Oh,
shit.
this guy?
If you're a subtlety
Guy with-
rogue, you have a skill that gives you a crit. You can get a combo point every 2 seconds if anyone in your party crits.
That is.
You thief, you're stealing my combo.
Wow. Yeah, you might
Jesus.
actually want to switch over to subtlety.
That's a
considering
scary spec.
I'm critting left and right.
Jesus.
Now, is that
Crit all the
party?
time.
So want to just spam finishers? It's anyone.
that,
It's yourself or anyone in the party. Critting gives you a combo point, with the stipulation being it's only once every 2 seconds.
Okay.
Otherwise
that
you-
wouldn't
otherwise you would
include all
little-
raid members.
I don't know.
I guess at that point it wouldn't matter because even amongst
Basically, it
5
just means
people,
you
you're
get
going to be critting.
It would just mean you'd get one every 2 seconds, regardless.
That's pretty nuts.
Yeah.
Well, you do have dual
And is that talking
specialization to
about
mess
critting
around
for
with that
heals too?
stuff.
Okay. Is that a thing I
probably.
have now?
Because I crit heal
Yeah,
every
you
2
could
seconds.
you could go buy it. It's like 30 gold.
Oh, how do you do
Ooh,
that?
man.
You
You gotta go to the auction house.
What? No, you go talk to a rogue trader.
Oh,
Oh man, just go to the auction house.
I thought I went to a rogue trainer.
I would
don't know, I
like
went to
to
some
buy
trainers.
one class specialization, please. Auction house is just like beep boop.
Man, if I played this game now for the first time, I could see myself so easily just having no idea how to proceed half the time.
I don't know. I would actually say it would be easier because you're not getting like half information.
Well, I'm just sitting here like I don't know how I would know about that being a feature.
They actually
you would be
tell you
keeping
to at
more
some point.
tab.
Well, they tell you to go to a class trainer at some point.
They do.
But-
When you get to the level that you can have dual specialization, they tell you go to your class trainer and check out all of your classes and learn.
So do I not have it then yet?
You do.
Well, you just haven't
Yeah.
gone off to talk
If
to the
I am
class
that level,
trainer.
then no, they have not told me to go there in any
They
reasonable
did.
way.
It's a little announcement thing.
360.
Yeah, it's very small. It just shows up like
Then
above
that's not
your
then
specializations.
that's not good either.
Well,
I
that's,
mean,
it's
it's pretty good.
the newer classes like Panda has a whole like area they have to travel to learn about it.
They still have
Yeah, if-
class quests that are mandatory for characters for certain
It's only for
classes.
Pandaran.
Weird.
Only
only
for
for
Pandaran.
Hey, where you guys going?
Yeah, I don't know.
I noticed when I walked
I-
by a class trainer at one
it's
point,
too
he
late.
just had
They
like
pulled
three.
them.
He had like 3 quests for me for my rogue. I'm like, or I could just not do any of these, I guess.
Yeah.
Wanna come
These used
down
to be
here and kill
mandatory
the
for
family?
learning basic things about how a rogue works, but now they're just kind of
Pandaran,
pointless.
not so much so. Monks have mandatory class quests. To like
That's
try and
true.
push the monk story further.
Yeah.
Pristine black diamond. I
Don't
wonder,
look very black.
it doesn't even look like a diamond.
Close enough.
This way?
Yep.
I actually have
Faceted.
when me and Joe went to a game jam a long time ago, and the one of the guys that was there was actually one of the contract artists for Blizzard to do all the spells, the icons for the spells, and he accidentally put the one of the newest expansion pack spells in our Dropbox.
Whoops.
So we had this whole
Now
big
that
old sheet
now that
full of spell
like 20 by
icons.
20 pixel image is like revealed forever, and no one can take
No,
it out.
they're made a lot bigger originally.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
when they're
I
painted, they're
They had to
figured.
paint them larger, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
they look really good actually.
It's like the art of making a thumbnail.
Oh yeah.
I
Dude,
guess I guess I probably
there's a
could have
lot
used
of
that black
weird-
diamond for my jewel crafting, considering that the icon for jewel crafting is literally a black diamond.
Yes.
Unfortunately, black diamonds like that predate jewel crafting. They're not used for jewel crafting.
Still?
Mm-hmm.
How?
You act like they're gonna change
believe-
that.
I mean,
I
all
believe
of the
they're used
I mean,
for
all,
blacksmithing.
I mean, all of the jewels used in jewel crafting, up until like the level 60 content, all of that predates jewel crafting.
these aren't like well, okay, maybe they are. Let me look it up.
All of the all the gems predate jewel crafting, like malachite and I almost said hornblende. That's just a real thing. What are the other one? Fuck, I forgot what
Okay.
all jewels were called. Whatever.
Okay,
Shadow
so the
gem.
black diamond I am incorrect. The black diamond is used for one jewel crafting thing. The prismatic black diamond.
Dun dun dun.
Which, as far as I can tell, does nothing.
Yes.
Also can be used for the black diamond crab. Which
I was
is
gonna
useless.
say, like, it's probably just a cut of the black diamond that's used for other specs.
And the prismatic black diamond is used for nothing.
That is a nice damage X.
Oh, it creates a random cut. Okay, so because they really couldn't figure out what to do, so you can create one of those like crab totem things that you can put down, and the prismatic black, the pristine black
totem?
diamond. Yeah, it like heals you or some shit, or gives you a buff. I don't know.
It heals you or some shit. I don't know, man.
They were pretty worthless.
You just slap your
even in
dick on
Burning
it and it
Crusade.
just happens.
Yeah, pretty much. Makes like a weird Bach noise. I don't
Under
know.
attack.
Yeah, I gotcha.
I recommend not having that happen. Okay. He's stunned by my good looks
But
and charming
the
personality.
the other thing you can do with the black diamond is you can cut it into like a high-end jewel for like a Burning Crusade jewel, which is not really worth it either. So essentially, the black diamond does nothing.
Well, I mean, none of them are generally good quality stuff. It's just a matter of getting the ability to keep leveling up your jewel crafting.
There are better ways of leveling up your jewel crafting than farming black diamonds.
Well, yeah, I'm not saying farm them. I'm just saying grab them when they're there because they can be used, just like everything else I use to level up. Because I'm not farming anything for my jewel crafting. I just keep using whatever I pick up.
You have jewel crafting?
Yeah. That what? That's not what was the basis of the conversation.
I thought we were discussing the uses of it.
You figured it out.
Yeah, I thought you were just saying it's like, you know, these are used for jewel crafting, and I was like, no, as far as I know, they're worthless.
You are the special sort.
Well, I mean, it's not like you've even leveled jewel crafting, so this is the first time you've mentioned it, apart from the fact that you might have said.
Never change Wander, it'll hurt. Yeah, I've talked about jewel crafting already. I've even had conversations about the weird.
Unlock this.
I've even talked about the weird prospecting mechanic where you destroy 5 minerals to get one jewel out of it of random type, and then you try to get enough resources to somehow level your jewel crafting. It's kind of irritating.
Scary spiders.
I actually bought a few hundred copper ore and stuff at the auction house to try to level up my jewel crafting and mining at the same time.
In retrospect, I think the Leroy one is actually the second, the upper Blackrock Spire, not the lower Blackrock Spire.
I mean, I thought we were just saying it was part of the raid.
Is Herbs a raid?
Yeah.
Oh. Was lower Blackrock Spire a raid? I'd never have. This is the first time I've ever been in here. Like, was it originally, or was it just a 5-man dungeon?
I think there's like a part. I think it's like the whole combined.
Oh God,
thing
he's all
is
up in
a
my
raid.
biz. He's all up in my biz.
Sorry,
Okay.
wasn't paying attention.
He got angry at me.
There you go.
Yeah, he
that's
did
how
like
it
some
worked.
kind of
It
weird
was like-
stun nonsense.
I think the upper and lower were all one giant story.
A spider companion for Wanderbot.
Mine.
Is it a pet?
Yeah.
Or is it
Yeah.
just...
That was a pet.
What?
Oh,
It's
Damn
a
it.
pet?
Yeah.
and Keith stole it.
He's so
No.
yeah.
rude. Rude, man.